When the subject turns to iconic songwriting duos, few names shine brighter than John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Their collaboration shaped rock history, yet their partnership was far from seamless. Tensions occasionally flared, and Lennon once went so far as to accuse McCartney of deliberately undermining his work. One of the most notable clashes surfaced during the Let It Be sessions, centered on Lennon's meditative ballad Across the Universe. Born from a conversation with his first wife, Cynthia, the song had initially been released on the World Wildlife Fund charity album, No One's Gonna Change Our World. When the Beatles revisited it for what would ultimately be their final studio album, Lennon found himself increasingly disillusioned. He felt the track received little care and claimed McCartney showed little real enthusiasm for it. Reflecting on the experience in a 1960 Playboy interview, Lennon admitted he had been mentally exhausted at the time. He believed that while McCartney's compositions were given painstaking hours of refinement, his own songs were treated with indifference, as if dismissed out of hand. To Lennon, this imbalance bordered on unconscious sabotage. He acknowledged that McCartney would likely shrug off such a charge as paranoia, but Lennon was adamant that he believed it to be true. McCartney, however, saw things differently. He pointed not at himself, but at Phil Spector's production choices, which he considered heavy-handed and unsuited to the song. Decades later, McCartney revisited Across the Universe for the 2003 project Let It Be Naked, stripping away the lush orchestration to leave only Lennon's voice and guitar, George Harrison's tambora, and Ringo Starr's delicate drum taps. What Lennon would have thought of this stripped-back version will forever remain unknown. What is certain, however, is the esteem he held for the song's words. In 1970, he remarked that the lyrics ranked among the finest he had ever written, perhaps even the best. Lennon saw them as strong enough to stand on their own, poetry that needed no melody to preserve their beauty.